Came across this really tiny giraffe, and we thought we'd have to share it with you. And just look at the way that it's walking. The back legs aren't very strong, it's wobbly, and if you go from the back legs to the stomach, look at that umbilical cord, and they're right next to the mother. Look at the size of it. It is tiny. It's probably only a day or two old. And what drew our attention to this giraffe was the mother. The mother was being very alert, and she was staring dead still in one spot. And we went to go and investigate to see if it might have been a predator of some sort. But it just turns out that she's got a super young baby giraffe, and so she's just watching like a hawk. She's making sure that nothing comes close enough to cause a threat to it.
For me, it's the first time I've ever seen this. So, just incredible. Not really what I was expecting. I don't really know what I was expecting. The other youngsters are coming as well. You can see how his eyes are so focused on this in this direction, not really knowing exactly what to do. Of course, we had no idea when this was going to happen, and I'll be very honest, I didn't think this was going to happen now. So all the lionesses to our left just lifted their heads and are looking in the direction of the pride. So they would have heard either sand crunching, and it's what alerted them. Well, very delicate situation, but how cool to watch. See, the youngster wanted to go to the cub, and mom is not letting it happen. You could see the little cub, how it's watching the Rossmau, ears drawn back. The one cub went straight into the bush. So what the Rossmau is doing now is he's digging the sand. He's going to start urinating there. It's a territorial display. It's like saying, I'm the boss here. Oh, she has a very cute baby coming. They are actually rather cute when they're small. I guess any animal when they're small are cute. So where these buffaloes are, it's not even maybe a kilometer away from where we've left the Pride, the Birmingham Pride, this morning. More and more still crossing into the road. And like I was describing earlier, a herd of buffalo makes a lot of noise. So I actually have no doubt about it. The Pride would have heard them, crossing over the river. And it'll be interesting to see later on when we go to the lions which direction they actually choose to go, because I'm thinking they might come in this direction. So as this is saying, it's amazing how something so large can hide in the bush. It is absolutely amazing, and they can blend in rather well. Just a herd like this, they make a lot of noise. It's not like an elephant has soft pads. When a herd of buffalo moves through the grass, you can actually hear it.
If you watch carefully, you can see she's spraying out some water there on the side. So now that water is obviously very sandy. So she's trying to get rid of that, trying to get some clean water that will filter up through the sand and be much more drinkable. Oh, look up on the back. Just look up on the back. You can see the words lying down on its side. Just wrinkly animal. I'm sorry, just look at them playing. Those two playing up on the bank. And this is why I said this morning, I love watching elephants. Elephants are incredible. They provide food for animals, they provide water for animals, they provide shelter for animals when they push over trees. They provide entertainment for us, like those two little babies.
I'm loving this.
Playing around.
We spent the last 15 minutes driving along the riverbed, and we've found this troop of baboons who I think are potentially the same troop of baboons that we saw this morning, and they've actually walked a very long way today. But the distance, I suppose, that they are covering hasn't really slowed the youngsters down, because they seem to be full of energy still. A couple of them wrestling each other with playing tug of war with that little palm frond there. Still see the small ones. See them there? There we go. Look at that one lying down. Is that not the most relaxed baboon you've ever seen? On its side, lying.
Painting like one of your French ladies.